Yo, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are watching Mushoku Tensei season 2 episode 18. Last time, you guys, was such a wholesome episode. It really moved me. It was so emotional, Rudy and Norn, his younger sister, finally making up, her opening up, her crying in his arms basically, because now she's starting to trust him again. Before, we found out why she wasn't really trusting him. She saw him hit her dad in front of her when she was a little kid, and then that time she saw him with Iris, and now he's married to Sylphie, and the first time she saw him he was coming home with Sylphie and she was like drunk and stuff like that. So I get it, she's a kid, and then she thought that if she spoke out, he would kick her out or she would hit her too, and all those things. I understand why she felt that way, and when she asked to go live at the dorm, she wanted Rudy to be against it, be like, no, I don't want you to go, I want you to live with me. But for obvious reasons, Rudy agreed, and she thought that he was trying to get her out of the way, which sucks, you guys. It was so sad, so sad. And finally, you guys, after a lot of effort, Rudy finally managed to talk to her, and now they're pretty cool. They're starting to get closer, which is really good, you guys. Better late than never. He was also never really around while she was kind of growing up. At this point, I believe she's like maybe 10, maybe 11 tops, something like that. Between 10, I think she's like 10. She's very young, maybe even a little bit younger. I'm not really too sure how old they are at this point, all of them. So and we also, like the episode before that, we also saw the parallels between Aisha and Norn, like how they're complete opposites, and they both are like self-conscious about something that the other is not. And it was beautiful, you guys. The last two episodes are amazing. The writing was so good. And you guys, at the end of last episode, right, so after I finished recording, so I take screenshots for like thumbnails and stuff. So I ended up seeing that this episode's title, and I'm seeing it right now too, is Turning Point 3. And nothing good comes out of turning points. We should know this by now. Turning Point 1 was when the whole teleportation incident happened. Turning Point 2 was when Rudy got absolutely dog walked by Orsted and like damn near died. Excuse me. So I'm gonna make a couple predictions. So I have watched like the opening, and I obviously don't include it when I'm putting this on YouTube. So if you're on my Patreon, you will see that I was starting to dissect the opening a little bit, and I had to stop myself because sometimes I get too when I'm watching something, I get too deep into it and I start to like analyze things and stuff. So I was looking at the opening, and to my understanding, right, and obviously I have not read the light novel or the manga or whatever, I think the opening has some kind of like spoilers, I guess. We know that when they go to rescue Zenith, they're gonna have to fight a Hydra or whatever. It's gonna be Rudy, Roxy, I think Ellen Elise, the dwarf guy, I forgot his name, and like Paul and them. I also think that the opening is alluding to Paul potentially dying, because we see that like Norn is all by herself, but that could be because like she was in her room and stuff. But we also see like somebody holding like somebody's severed arm or something, so maybe something happens. And we see Rudy and Paul a lot in the opening, so I that's why I think that something might happen to him. But with that aside, you guys, now that Rudy has actually made amends with Norn and he's cool with her, I feel like now is the time for him to start thinking about heading to find his mom, to find Zenith. Ellen Elise did tell him like a general location of where she is, or from what she heard from Roxy back in season 1 when Roxy asked the old girl, forgot her name, the one that gave Rudy his eye, and she was like, well, yeah, she was in the labyrinth city of Rapan or whatever. And I think Rudy might go like in this episode start to head out there, but I feel like something bad might happen. Or another thing that I think, another angle that we could take, is we might see little bits and pieces about what Iris has been up to. Because if you guys recall correctly, the last two turning points, Iris was there, and she was obviously a very, very, very important part of those turning points. The first time she got teleported with Rudy in like the teleportation incident, and then the second time around was when she tried to fight Orsted and protect Rudy, and then she couldn't do it, and that's what led her into leaving Rudy to go and train. And she left with Ghislaine. I'm not really too sure where she went to go train. That's something that I guess we might figure out as we go. I'm not really too sure. I do remember. So here's one. When I reference season 1, the reason for that is because I watched season 1 not too long before season 2 came out. So I remember a lot of things like pretty fresh in my mind, right? And I remember when a specific scene where when Rudy and Iris were in Ghislaine's village. Excuse me. Ghislaine's brother was talking about how Ghislaine was very, very wild. She didn't have any manners or whatever. And then she ended up leaving with some guy. And I was like, wait, who is that? You know, obviously I didn't react to it because I watched it before. I used to do like reactions and stuff. But like I went back and I watched it again and stuff like that. So I was like, wait, who is that guy? Now that I think about it, he could be someone that may have taught Ghislaine something, because we know she is, I believe, a sword king, which is really high up there. So maybe she took Iris to him, or like someone that he knows or something like that. You know, we don't know too well, right? Obviously, we know that the anime skips a lot of things from the light novel and stuff, but hopefully we see something, you guys. 20.3, things are about to crank up, and I'm excited for this. So if you guys enjoy it, consider leaving a like, commenting, and if you're new here, you guys, consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. My full uncut and early reactions are available on my Patreon. The link will be in the description, as well as the pinned comment down below. Feel free to check that out. And you guys, without further ado, let's get right on into Mushoku Tensei Season 2 Episode 18. Aww, that's cute. I like that. Aww, that's so adorable. Oh, look at that. There's... Oh, this is so cute. A real torture. Aw, man, I'm so happy for them. Things are gonna go bad, I know it. Oh, look at you go. Okay, Nern. That's cute. Aww, look at that. Pay me? Aw, that's cute. That's so cute. He's adorable, bro. Not at all. Aw, Rudy being a supportive brother. Look at her! Good man. Here's some of that. Yeah. Whoa. Relax. Yo, Aisha, relax. Y'all are siblings. Don't do all that. Don't get weird. I'm glad Rudy's not, you know, but that's weird as hell. The Rudy is great. Look at her go, Aisha. Nah, she's wild, bro. I respect it. Going crazy, Norn. Aww. Nah, you should do that. You shouldn't raise a little kid like that. I mean, I get it though. Aww. Tell her she's your sister, not a maid, bro. I mean, she wants to be like that. Bro, if she wants to help around the house, that's cool. But like, why is she dressed like a maid, bro? That's your sister, brother. Tell her, okay, you wanna help around the house? Cool. Weird, like, you know, come on. She's not a maid. She's literally your sister. Organic from... Ooh. Ooh. Wow, look at that. Smart girl.
最終的にはピンポイントで日本に帰るということか。
この条件付けを研究するのにまたあの人に会わなきゃいけないわね。
例の召喚術の権威という人。
Orsted?
ええ。で、これ
Oh, I'm glad she's doing better, man.
灯火の精霊の召喚魔法陣よ。その魔法陣、魔術ギルドですら知らない、さっき言ってた人のオリジナルよ。
Orsted, right?
と言われて心が躍るジャパニーズ。
Right? The person I mentioned. She's talking about Orsted, right? I feel like Rudy doesn't understand that she's talking about Orsted because he's just brushing it off.
今度はもっとすごいのをあげるわ。だから引き続きお願い。
Where's she gonna give him? Well, Julie!
はついに
Oh, he
を1個作り終えた。しかもジュリエのプレゼントだとか。
he made him so. Oh,
グランドマスター、ありがとうございます。
she's so cute. I love her so much.
ジェルドと共に妹たちを送り届け
Ginger,
て
right?
くれたジンジャー
Yeah, I was wondering who that was, and I
再び
remembered that it
ザノバに
was
使えること
her.
にしたのだそうだ。しかもジュリに礼儀作法を教えてくれている。
Aww.
何か。
いや、ジンジャーさんはどうしてザノバに忠誠を誓っているのかと思って。
Hmm.
時にザノバ様のことを頼まれた。
Oh, you're grown.
その時私は誓ったのです。粉骨最新ザノバさん。
世に配下はおりません。最後の一人はロキシーの人形と交換いたしましたゆえ。いや、
Maybe he doesn't consider her a
あ
subordinate,
んな
more like
扱いをされ
family.
ても忠誠を誓い続けられるのか。まあこれも
Oh no, he traded her to his brother Pax, I believe, right?
家
Okay.
族のあり方なんだろうな。
外部から魔力を送って体内の魔力を相殺するんだ。完璧に抑え込むまでには至らないが。
Oh
つ
wait.
まりはエリナリーゼの呪いの症状を
Okay, okay, Cliff
けど
helping
二
the
つ問
girl.
題がある。
なるほど。問題点の一つはダサい
Oh,
ことです。
ugly. I made her a chastity belt.
でも一応ザノバとサイレントに協力してもらったおかげで小型化の目処は立っているんだ。
もう一つの問
You're
題
a good
は
man, Cliff.
この魔道具消費する魔力が多すぎる。
なるほど。任されました。
よろしく。
Oh man, I'm happy.
クリフ先輩も少し敵に向かって進んでいる。いいことだ。
Yeah, good for him. I wonder what's gonna happen, man. Turning point 3. I know some shit's gonna hit the fan
最近
quick.
いい生活をしていると思う。
Yeah, oh, things about to get bad,
これ
bro.
に労して朝飯を食って学校に行ってみんなに会ってそれぞれの研究の進捗を
The
聞いて
busy man. How are you making money
夜に
though?
勉強を教えて家に帰って家族と過ごす。
ただいま。
Hello?
ほらシルフ
What happened?
ルディ、僕ここ2ヶ月来てないんだ。
She's pregnant? Oh!
それでね、ちょっと体調も悪くて、もしかしてとは思ってたんだ。昨日アイシャちゃんと
Wow! Is this the turning point? Bro, but Rudy's about to have a
だ
family!
けど、その
Aww,
多分おめでたですって。
that's so cute! Must feel surreal, bro. Aw, look at this. Look at this. Look at this flashback, man. Ah.
シルフィー、あ
Aw.
りがとう。
ありがとう。
ごめん。なんか
I'd be like that, bro. I guess. I mean, I don't know why I'm acting like I know, but. Aw. Wow, is this a turning
おめ
point?
でとうございます、シルフィーさん。
Aw. Look at Norton is here
あ
too.
りがとう。アリエル様より奥様に最低でも
At
2年
least
も
2
休むように
years
との
off.
おば様が
And,
その間責任を持って護衛を引き受けると申し出てくださ
look
い
at
ました。
that. But doesn't she have to
お
go?
ばあちゃん大丈夫かな。
But doesn't she have to go with Rudy to look for Zenith?
呪いのこととか。
そ
Aw.
れにしても子供が生まれるって言ったら父さんたちびっくりするだろうな。
お父さんの驚く顔見たいですね。
Aw, man, I'm so happy. Oh wow,
俺
throwback.
とシルフィーが結婚して家族もみんな
Oh, look at that. That's his mom. That's Lilia. That's his dad. Wow, it's been so long since he saw his mom, bro.
理
man.
想がすぐそこにある。
Huh? Hello? What just happened? I can't read that, bro.
テニス救出困難
Difficult.
救援を求む
Oh! Is he meeting Oma?
Yeah.
Whoa! We haven't seen this guy since season 1!
あの手紙だ。ギースからの。
Oh, geese!
テニスが救出困難だって。俺を騙したのか？
騙してなんていないよ。君はベガリット大陸に行けば後悔する。それは今でも変わらない。
でも後悔するってな。
そんなことはないさ。
Because
現に君。
this is very complicated because Rudy's having a kid right now. Or I mean he's about to. And his family needs help trying to rescue his mom. Oh brother, holy bro.
後悔したかい？
けどな、お前は言ったんだよ。ベガリット大陸には行かない方がいいって騙したんだよ。
どう騙してないよ。
なあ、せめて何か教えてくれよ。俺は何を後悔するんだ。
Yeah, true, bro.
じゃ
Like,
あ物事を天秤にかけることすらできやしない。
yeah, the kid situation, right?
君は1年半学校生活を送った。
Interference.
妹たちは1年かけてここまで来た。間違いなく行き違いになっただろ
いや、妹は俺の手紙を見てここまで来たんだ。もし手紙がなければ、ミリスに残るか、港町に残るかしていたはずだ。
う。いいや。手紙がなくてもパウロは娘をアスラ王国まで送ったよ。あの国にはリーリャの家族がいるからね。これから旅に出て、シルフィーとの子供はどうするんだい？
That's the thing. Okay, yeah, okay, I was right.
その間君は自分の奥
I
さんを
mean, she wouldn't be
一人
alone.
にするのかい？
She would have Aisha, I guess, you know.
結局、どう動いても後悔するってことかよ。
そう。後悔は避けようと思っても
Nah, I get that, bro. It must be
ベガ
difficult.
リッ
Like,
ト大陸に行けば君は大きな機運を
you don't know how long you're gonna be gone for. But I mean,
だから
here's the thing, though. Like, he's gonna be gone, right? But like, realistically, is it gonna take like 9 months or more to come back? Like, cause that's wild if that's the case. Cause obviously Sophie just found out. Like, I mean, maybe she's like 2 months in, maybe a month. Maybe I think she's like a month or maybe 2 in. She said she hasn't had her, period for like 2 months. I think she said. So, like 7 months. Is it gonna take you that long? I mean, to travel there and but I don't, bro.
行
Holy.
かない方がいい。
なあ、お前がそこまで言うのなら、確かに俺は後悔するんだろう。わかったよ。
ですよ。次の発情期を待ちなさい。
Meeting
そこで
season.
リニアとプルセナがあなたに迫ってくるでしょう。この
Reli-
そうすればあなたはさらに
Yo, this
幸せに
guy.
なるでしょう。でしょう。
Nah,
いきなり浮気の話かよ。俺はシルフィーにミサを立てるって決めた
good
んだぞ。
man, bro.
それに第一、あいつらとはそういう関係じゃない。
I wonder what's gonna happen when you see Eris, bro. I don't know. I think he's gonna fold. She was too important to him.
ルディ大丈夫？うなされてたよ。
確実に言えるのは、ベガリット大陸まで
A
早くても
year?
片道
Whoa. Okay, now it makes sense. Cause by the time he gets, he comes like he's gonna be gone for like 3
1年は
years.
かかるってことだ。
やっぱり。
Yeah, that's wild.
ねえルディ、僕のことはあま
Wow.
り気にしな
This
く
is
ても
why
い
she's
いよ。
best girl, bro.
二人も手紙のこと心配してるしね。
俺は行かない。
仮に行ったとしても、すでに救出していて、行き違いになる可能性もある。
Bro.
いや、でも。
そうですわね。
Oh yeah, okay, good. Talk to Elena Elise.
エリナリーゼさん、もしかして行くんですか？クリフ先輩はどうするんですか？
別れますわ。仕方ありませんわね。
説
Relax.
明すれば待ってくれますよ。
クリフは将来教皇になるかもしれない器。
Future Pope.
邪魔になるようなことはしたくないんですの。私に対する愛は若い頃の
Youthful
気のままに
indiscretion
とい
is
うことに
wild.
しておくのが一番いいんですわ。
ザノバ、
She's like their kid.
俺さ、行くべきかな。
それは師匠の決めること
True.
ですが師匠、一つだけ
Oh,
言わ
One
せてい
Piece
ただ
reference.
く
Come on, no, you know it's gonna be good advice.
父親が見ていなくとも子は生まれます。不安ならば行くべきかと。
Aw.
シルフィーは一人じゃない。妹たちもいるし。
Oh, Norton
俺
came
がいな
back
くて
to.
もきっと
Oh,
大丈夫だろう。
nah. Why don't you talk to her, bro? Oh, she know. You smart kid.
でも、俺は今やこの家の大黒家族と一緒にいて守ってやるのが
Damn, my boy's
夫としての
conflicted, and I don't blame
父と
him.
しての
Like
役
it's
目だ。
Sophie's gonna tell him to go though. I know that. Huh? Where are you go? Wait, don't tell me she's trying to go.
どこに行くんだ？ノル、
She's not.
大丈夫？
Oh, she's trying not to
兄
burn.
さんが行かないなら
And what will you do?
ノ
No.
ル、お前じゃ無理だ。
でもだって兄さんお父さんとお母さんが大変なんですよ。なんで兄さんは助けに行かないんですか？兄さんとっても強いのに
I understand her, bro. Aw. He's gonna go.
ノルンのように生きたくてもいけないというわけじゃない。
ノル、俺が行く。シルフィーのことを助けてやってくれ。
はい、
Aw, oh man.
いい子だ。
お願いします兄さん。
俺は家族を助けに行く。
You talk to him, Rudy. Talk to him. Or talk to her. Desert Journey. Oh, brother, we're not watching the preview. I mean, I guess the preview is just the title of the next episode, you know, so it's not too bad. But you guys, for a turning point, this wasn't bad, you know. We found out the good news that Sophie and Rudy are expecting, which, you know, good for them. Congrats to Rudy and Sophie. I'm so happy for them. You guys, they're starting a family and whatnot. But you guys, Rudy got a letter from Geese. If you guys recall, Geese is his father's friend who helped him, you know, who helped Paul understand that he should make up with Rudy when they fought, yada yada yada. That they are struggling to rescue Zenith and that they need help. And Rudy was conflicted basically the whole episode on what he should do. He was wondering if he should go, if he shouldn't go, because obviously now he has to worry about not just his wife and sisters, he has to worry about his unborn child. So it makes sense. And another thing is that this is not something that he could just clear in like 2. He said just getting to that place will take him a year. And I guess obviously back a year, that's 2 years just travel. And on top of that, we don't know how long it's going to take for him to actually like get to the part where Zenith is, and where like they're gonna how like maybe they'll have to like go to a dungeon or whatever, because obviously from the opening we could tell that they're fighting in a dungeon when they're fighting the Hydra. So that to me, you guys, is very interesting. I knew obviously Rudy was gonna end up going. He ends up going because Norrin says that, you know, if he's not gonna go, she's gonna go, and then she starts crying, which I understand. She says, you know, you're so strong, you could do it, like why won't you go? And obviously she's like, this, the one thing I like, and I know she's gonna get so much hate for this, you guys, people are gonna be like, well, he has a family, but here's the thing, he's a kid, she doesn't understand, you know, she obviously doesn't, she's not like Aisha, you know. Aisha would understand. Aisha didn't even pressure him or nothing. She gets it. That's like, that's why they keep showing us the contrast between Norrin and Aisha. Norrin is like not as mature and not as understanding as Aisha, you know. Aisha is a lot smarter. Norrin, the only thing she could think of is like, why is my brother not going to help my parents, basically. So it makes sense, you guys. So this is how we're gonna see, I guess, Rudy meet up with Roxy, because Roxy was in that dungeon too in the intro when they were fighting. I'm using the intro as a reference a lot because that's all I can use. And now Rudy has decided to go. Even Sophie, you guys, Sophie, best girl, she was like, you don't have to worry about me, I'll be fine, you can go if you want to, because she understood that Rudy was conflicted and he was worried about his family. So Sophie, the one thing I love about Sophie, and honestly I feel like she shouldn't have to do this, but the fact that she's willing to do this is like, it's the fact that she's willing to sacrifice so much for Rudy just because she loves him, you know. And it really goes to show how much she cares about him, you know. Before, when she was like, when she had to serve Ariel, she was like, oh Rudy, you know, like I know it's not fair to you, you know, you don't have to, like, you know, you can go be like, basically she was implying that he doesn't have to marry her because all she was gonna, like, it's gonna bring him worries because she has to go and be Ariel's bodyguard and such. And Rudy was like, no, I'm gonna be with you and stuff like that. And then on top of that, he was willing to keep his sisters here, you know, which a lot of the time, not every time, but a lot of times, like, you know, a lot of people don't want that, you know. She's not really, she knew his sisters, but like she hasn't been around them for a long time, so, you know, and anybody else would be like, no, you know, so stuff like that. But instead of that, she's encouraging, and she even tried to talk to Norn when she like locked herself up, and then now she's willing to let Rudy go, which is like something like big, you guys. Like, honestly speaking, like I don't know too many girls that would be like, yeah, you should leave me alone and just go try to, I mean, it makes sense that she did that, don't get me wrong, but like it's the fact that it really didn't even have to bring it up, you know. She suggested it. So and I'm not trying to say that there aren't people like that. There are a lot of selfless people out there, men and women and everybody else, but there are also a lot of selfish people as well. Not selfish, but like people, it's not being selfish if you don't want like your significant other to just go while you're in a condition like that. If Sylphie said, yo, I can't have you leaving, I would totally understand, because ultimately he's about to have a kid. You know, he's leaving, just getting to where he needs to get to takes a year, and then coming back takes a year, and then whatever time in between it will take for him to go and try to rescue Zenith. Like, we're looking at something around 3 years that he's gonna be gone away from his family. So that is wild. His sisters are gonna be older. By the time he comes back, his kid is gonna be like almost 3 years old, you know, 2-3 years old, something like that. So that's gonna be pretty wild, you know. So, but at the same time, I understand Rudy's situation. You can't just you can't just abandon your family. So I understand why he's so conflicted. Anybody would be in that situation, you know. And so now Rudy has decided that he wants to go and help Paul rescue Zenith. And he talked to the man god, and he was just telling him some weird shit. He's like, yeah, don't go. And then when mating season comes, like, you know, have relations with Persena and Linnea, which is wild. I don't think Rudy will do that. I hope not. You know, I hope he doesn't. That's some weird shit. And one more thing that I was wondering is, like, obviously I'm sure we're gonna find out more about this as, like, you know, the anime goes on, but like, man got his beef with Orsted. He doesn't seem too worried. Even before, when Rudy like basically died, he didn't seem to be like worried about Orsted, because Orsted did tell Rudy, he's like, tell him that Orsted is gonna kill you, and bro didn't even care. So I wonder what that's all about. Obviously I don't want spoilers, please, but you guys, this episode was fun. Turning point 3, it makes sense why it's a turning point, right? Because Rudy obviously expecting a child, and he decides to go and save his family. Next time it's titled Desert Journey, so I'm assuming now we're gonna follow Rudy on his journey to go to that continent, which, you know, you guys, the peaceful times are done. Is gonna be like, you know, it's gonna be similar to what was going on before with when Ruijerd and Rudy and Eris were traveling to get back home. It's gonna be something similar to that. He's finally gonna meet Roxy as well, which he's been looking for, so that's cool, because we know Roxy's with Paul. Go look for Zenith, or Zenith. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong, or her name wrong, but this is going to be fun, you guys. I am excited. There was something else that I wanted to say, but I forgot a little bit. I don't know. I forgot what I was gonna say. There was something that came to mind, and I wanted to say it before I started talking about the Roxy situation. Oh yeah, here we go. I wish that he got this letter earlier, so he could have recruited Ruijerd to go as well. I feel like Ruijerd would be a big help, because he is very strong. And I feel like if he got there, he would be a big help. And I can't wait to see this fight, you guys. This fight is going to be good. And again, as I was talking about in the intro, I don't know, you guys, I don't think all is gonna end smooth. The opening, in my opinion, because the thing is, I've read a lot of manga and like Jujutsu Kaisen and One Piece and stuff, and when I watch the openings tend to spoil some things that if you're a manga reader you would pick up. So when I activate my manga reader mode, I feel like the opening is alluding to Paul dying. I hope not. I really hope not, you guys. And then this episode where Rudy was thinking, oh, you know, my family's gonna be complete, they're gonna be so good, you know, Paul's gonna be sitting across from me, we're gonna be drinking, you know, Lilia's gonna be scolding Aisha, and you know, Zenith is gonna be there. I feel like something is gonna go wrong, you know. I feel like obviously this is Mushoku Tensei, you know, a lot of people might be, you know, might get fooled that, oh, everything will be fine, but you know, this anime, you know, things have gone bad before. So I am nervous but excited at the same time, you guys. So if you guys enjoyed, consider leaving a like, commenting. If you're new here, you guys, consider subscribing. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode down below. My full uncut and early reactions are available on my Patreon. The link will be in the description as well, so pin comment down below, you guys. Feel free to check that out. And you guys, as always, I will catch you guys in the next one.